Hey guys, so with the update 1.1 and the new banner coming out in about a week, it's time for you to get ready and prepare yourself for some new characters. In this video, we'll take a look at what you should be farming. Okay, so the first priority I think you guys should be focusing on are the experience points. I think you should be farming these experience points. For example, to get a character from level 1 to level 80, you need around 245 of the purple books, so you can really start stacking up on these. 4 of these adventure experience books, the blue ones, roughly equivalent to a purple one, so you can start stacking up of these. I'll post a table. If you are lower than adventure rank 40, you can check the level that you are on and the level that you want to get the new characters on, and farm for that. So the first priority I think would be stacking up on experience points as well as Mora. Everything you need to update or upgrade will need Mora. Leveling up needs Mora. Ascensions need Mora. So you can't go wrong with stacking up on Mora. So the best way to farm both of these is to go on your adventure handbook, scroll down to bosses, and do either one of these two ley lines, depending on if you want to go for Mora or the experience books. The rewards will vary based on your adventure rank, but these at the moment are the best ways for you to farm Mora and adventure experience books. So this would be what I've been doing. I've been spending all my resin doing this. I usually do the 50 gems refill resin, so farming this will also increase your adventure rank, so you can't go wrong with this. So this would be my first priority. The second priority I think you guys should be focusing on are the world boss materials. You will also need a lot of these for the new characters. I couldn't find any information on all of the characters. I know that Zhongli uses the slime, and I think Diona will use the arrowheads. For the other ones I couldn't find any info, but it doesn't hurt for you to run around the map collecting as many of these materials as you want. You sooner or later use them on some character. You also have the weapons and the talent books. You can also start gathering these up, but I wouldn't focus on these too much, as well as the bosses, the resin bosses materials. I wouldn't focus on these too much, because let's say you are going for Zhongli, so you stack up on all of the geo materials and then you don't get Zhongli. There's a possibility, unless you have unlimited primogen resources, there's a chance you don't get Zhongli, and then you are stuck with some geo materials that you might not need. And if you get another character that you would be interested in leveling, then maybe you miss the resin or the resources to go and farm the bosses for those. So I wouldn't focus so much on the boss. I think that the experience point and the Mora are a much safer bet. So that's what I would spend the resin on. The same goes for artifacts. I think we will be getting a lot of new artifact sets with the 1.1 release, and we might have some changes on the best in slot for the characters or the new characters. I'm sure a lot of you guys will be testing out the new artifacts when they come out, so I wouldn't go super crazy on this for the new characters or even for the current ones at the moment. If you don't have some sets, I wouldn't go out of my way to farming them and spending a lot of resin there. So I would save up my resin for the artifact farm. The weapon, I think it's a pretty safe option, so I'm leveling up my polearm, my 5-star polearm, in case I get Zhongli. I'm also finishing up leveling my bow for Rust, so if I have Tartaglia, I'll have this one for him. Maybe it's not the best option, but it's by far the best bow that I have at the moment. So yeah, I think it's also okay if you go for your best weapons, as long as they are 4-star and 5-star, especially the 5-star. You can't really go wrong with them. Even if you don't get the character in the future, you probably will get a polearm user or a bow user, so leveling this up will never hurt you. And finally, I think you can also keep doing the daily routes, keep getting the crystals, the crystal chunks, the white iron chunks, and the iron chunks that you can merge into weapon experience. So this is also a good way to farm. The collectibles from the world is also something that you can, if you have the time, go around and pick up, as well as the ascension materials. We don't have for all of the characters, but we know that Dione will use Kala Lily, and for Zhongli I believe it's Core Lapis, so you can start focusing on those two, but just go around, and while you are doing all the other things and going around the bosses for the items, if you see any of these, pick them up, start stacking them up. Sooner or later you are going to use them. And I think that's it, guys. So this is what I've been working on. I think that this is what you should be working on. Experience materials, Mora, you can't go wrong there. It will be useful for every character now, in the future, in another patch. Whenever you get a new character that you want to level up, you will need a lot of experience. You'll need a lot of Mora to level your weapons, your ascensions, your talents. Everything will need Mora. So right now, waiting for 1.1, this would be my #1 goal, where I'll spend my resin. And if you have the time, go around, pick up the materials. I'll leave the link in the description for the interactive map. It's a really useful tool. You can go there, you can filter, you can pick up a couple of materials to show up on the map, and then draw your own routes. I'll be posting my own route for the artifact, low-level artifact farm from the open world, as well as the iron and white and crystal chunks. I do this every 2 or 3 days to get weapon experience, and I'll be posting my route in a new video soon. But meanwhile, you can go on the interactive map and just check it out. Make your own routes based on what you need, on what you think you will need in the future. And yeah, this would be my daily routine and my focus until 1.1 hits in next couple of days. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like, leave a like. Be sure to subscribe if you think you'll interested in the next videos that I'll be releasing. I'll be looking into releasing at least weekly content for Genshin Impact, and if something comes up, I'll release another video on it. So thank you again for watching, and see you.